The term diabetic retinopathy is a self-explaining term, proving that it is a complication of diabetes. Diabetes may produce or may develop different types of complications like diabetic retinopathy, diabetic neuropathy, or these kidney problems. Like that, there are different types of complications which may be developed from the diabetes. One among them is a serious thing, retinopathy. And retinopathy is a condition where the microvascular system of the retina is involved in the pathology. So, the retinal functions will not be carried out perfectly in a perfect way. That is why this vision is seriously involved or become defective in diabetic retinopathy. The main change in diabetic retinopathy is vascular changes. It is already said. There will be leakage from the vessels. First of all, there will be some congestion in the blood vessels and the vasculature become defective and there will be leakage. It may be fluid, minute fluid or blood spores first, and then there will be severe hemorrhage. And this bleeding will make the system totally deranged. The function of the retina will be defective. That is how the vision become very seriously affected in retinopathy changes. Now what happens when there is some treatment for diabetes, the blood sugar will come down. It doesn't mean that diabetes is ruled out. As long as the patient is taking medicine for diabetes, that means diabetes is still there. It is only managed with the medicine. The disease is still there. And again, when there is a problem developed or a defect or a pathological change developed in the vessels of retina, that means it is developed. Some leakages happen. When the blood sugar becomes normal, we cannot say that the hemorrhage has vanished. Once the hemorrhage is happened, after that it will become clots later. When this sugar becomes normal, blood sugar becomes normal, diabetes is still there, only blood sugar has become normal with the medicine. In such a condition, this clots or hemorrhage that is already developed, already happened in the eyes, we can say that changes are still there in the blood vessels. And in many cases, this pathology will attain a independent entity and it will progress by its own. Because the changes already developed, pathology has already developed, so it will progress as an independent disease. That is what is happening in diabetic retinopathy usually. So, just like we manage the diabetes with the medicines, we will have to manage the retinopathy also with the medications. That is the actual truth. That means that change, I will say an example. Suppose a small plant is generating from the root of a big tree. Then after some months or sometimes years, this small plant will grow to some extent. And suppose later we are cutting the big tree, mother tree, then what will happen? This second tree or the new one will not destroyed. It will not be destroyed. It will grow faster or very soon it will be developing. There is no need of any help from the mother tree. Like that, if a complication or another change, pathological change is already developed from the mother disease or from the systemic disease, that will attain independence and it will grow by itself. Once a hole or a bleeding point is developed, that bleeding point is still there. It will bleed again. If the that point is not corrected. So the treatment means to start from the basic points, to control that vascular changes or to maintain the circulation first, and then come to the retinal changes, whether there is clots or there is fluid accumulation or any degenerative changes already developed, then that should be pointed and that should be corrected in the second stage. Then only the ophthalmic problem will be controlled. So from this we can understand that even though the blood sugar is normal, the complication will not be vanished as such. We have to take that aspect itself seriously and do the treatments or remedial measures. Otherwise it will be again going by its own and will go to any extent, even possible to lead to total blindness. That is the actual situation. So we have to take these complications as a separate disease and do the necessary medications. Then we can save the eye, save the vision.